All right.
Am I weird? Like,
What do I do with my hands?
Yeah, what do I do with my hands?
Hey, welcome to Dock Talk. Frank Baker and Hunter Crone. We're here with Kathleen Winger. We're here on Meadow Lake / river, and we're here to talk about the lifestyle of Meadow Lake. So Kathleen, why don't you tell us about it?
My husband and I have 4 kiddos, and they're in age range from 6 to 12. We live in Austin, and I kind of dropped a pin within 60 miles of Austin to try to figure out a place where we could go on the weekends and more extended time over the summer, because I had grown up going to Galveston with my family. My grandparents had a beach house, and I loved being by the water, but 3.5, 4 hours of a drive wasn't really realistic. So we found a perfect place during COVID, actually, and I actually saw Hunter on a House Hunter, or you probably know what episode it was, but it was actually on Meadow Lake, and I was like, it's meant to be. So kind of the rest is history. And we've just loved coming out with the 4 kids, having experiences, building memories as a family. Also being able to have friends come out to be able to enjoy seeing the water and have the birds and the turtles and the occasional water moccasin, all kinds of fun stuff.
Well, what's it mean to you now that the lake level has dropped down to a river? How has that changed your enjoyment here?
It's not as ideal as it was previously, just because kids can't just jump into the water and swim and fish and easily launch the kayaks and the canoes. So we have some access issues right now. There's algae. It's just not as wonderful as it used to be. So we're really excited about all of the great work that so many people, so many homeowners and people in the city, people in the community have really come together to make stuff happen that I didn't even initially think was going to be possible. Like, I'd almost kind of given up and accepted that, well, maybe we're just going to have a riverfront place instead of a lake. So it's been really exciting to see that there is hope for a plan for us to get the water back, to get the lake back. And we're just really excited at that possibility and would love to see it happen, because we think it's going to make the utilization of everyone being able to have these experiences and memories so much stronger.
Basically, you're saying the benefits outweigh the cost of, the increased tax. So I take it you're for the vote.
I'm certainly sympathetic to the added cost that it'll have for everybody who has waterfront property. So we're going to have to pay more potentially in taxes, although I think some of the numbers that we're seeing are actually pretty compelling. It's not maybe going to be as bad as some of the worst case scenarios. Over the long run, the property value that we would get to enjoy by having the water be at the higher levels, I think is worth the trade-off, because I think we're going to see a drop in property value if we don't get the water back.
Yeah, and that's one big part of most people's purchase, is not only a place to go play and make memories with their family, but it's also an investment. Waterfront property or lakefront property, typically, you're an appraiser.
I've been appraising Comal, Guadalupe County for 25 years now, and we have not seen a decline in waterfront values over that course. And so if history holds true, we're going to continue to see appreciation. And we're
That's
talking
if we
20.
Have the lakes.
That's if we have lakes, and
Yes.
and it could be 20 to 30% on waterfront properties in very high demand.
From an investment standpoint, it's a no-brainer to vote for this to get the dam back. Yes, it's a little bit more in taxes, but
For sure.
pay the little bit of taxes to get a lot of gain in property value.
That was the idea. The river's nice, but it's a lot nicer with more water as a lake, for sure.
So you are excited about the future possibility of having that lake back, to be able to boat, to be able to pull your kids tube in or teach them how to ski. That was what you bought into.
That was one of the things about the house that was charming, is there's the year 1954 written in the cement. So we know people have been out there enjoying the water, enjoying the lake for a long time.
Yeah.
We want to be able to continue to do that in the way that it has been for so many decades, and there's so much more potential to keep doing that.
And that's a testament of why you're here, is to spread the message to those people that just are assuming that the vote's just going to pass. We have 284 voters. Every vote counts. We've got to get out and vote for getting this lake back. So November 7th, get out and vote to get your lake back.